Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. Thank you so much for joining us again for another video. Today we are watching Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. We were wondering if we should actually skip all the Terminator movies after T2, because we did T2 2 weeks ago. Ran a poll on Patreon if they wanted us to go ahead and just continue through these or if they wanted us to move on to something else. And the votes were in that they wanted us to finish the rest of the Terminator movies. I think because a lot of people were interested in what we were thinking about Terminator Salvation, Genesis, and maybe even Dark Fate. But today, to continue on in the order that they came out, we're watching Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. This is the only Terminator movie that I have not seen, so this will be a first time for me. Fun fact as well, Jen and I watched the trailer for this after we watched Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And both of our reactions, maybe we should have filmed it, but I didn't know what to expect, was, oh, this does not look very good at all. And from what I understand, the general fan consensus is that this movie is not very good, but I did see quite a few people that actually really do like this movie. It's got kind of its own fan base just for this, like a cult following is what I was trying to say. So that makes me really interested. I don't know if this actually will be just straight up good. I don't know if it'll be straight up bad. And I don't know if it might fall into kind of the Room territory that we watched last week, where it's so bad that it's good. Like, it's bad, but it's still really entertaining to watch. I don't know if it'll fall in that or really what to expect, other than we weren't super thrilled with the trailer. I do know that when Arnold Schwarzenegger talked to James Cameron about this movie, because James Cameron did not make this one, James Cameron reportedly said, go ahead and do it, just make sure you ask for a lot of money. So I thought that was funny. All right, with all that being said, and again, I have not seen it, just giving my impression of the trailer. Jen saw the trailer. What do you think going into Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines?
To be honest, the bar is so high with Terminator 1 and 2 that when I saw the preview, and I don't necessarily think that a preview is going to indicate completely whether a movie sucks or is the best thing you've ever seen in your life. I get that. But based off of the preview, I was a little concerned about them doing too much, which is something that I've encountered before, and I know something that is like a red flag for me. That's what I'm worried about. It also concerns me that James Cameron did not do this one, because he did both the first and the second one, right?
Right, yes.
I am a creature of habit, so with him not being involved, I don't know, I'm a little anxious about it. It's a Terminator movie, and we have Arnold back in it, right?
Right.
I want to say how bad can it be, but am I pushing fate a little bit? I don't know.
Dark Fate.
But I'm looking for a lot of action. Definitely looking for Arnold to bring it again, because he really just nailed it the first and the second one. I see that there's new characters in this one, and that's always a fun road to go down. So we will see how good or bad it is.
And of course, we can't forget the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day comes from when we watched Terminator, from Dwarnat1, who said, you may want to show her part 3 too. It's not quite as good, but it does wrap up a number of running points in the series, including that schmuck psychiatrist's last appearance. It's pretty dang funny. Well, all right, we're doing that. You're very welcome. If you want your comment featured in a comment of the day, leave us a comment down below. We'll check those out. But for now, let's go ahead and get into it. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines.
My name is John Connor. They tried to murder me before I was born. Machines from the future. My mother told me the storm was coming. Judgment Day. I would lead what was left of the human ultimate victory. It hasn't happened. No bombs fell. We stopped Judgment Day.
I think they tried getting the original actor who played John Connor in T2, but I think he had some substance abuse problems or something.
So I live off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Budweiser.
But as
I don't blame
hard
you.
as
Throw
I
that
try,
crap in the ocean.
My nightmares.
That's a cool transition. What?
I love you. That looks good.
It does. It looks good. Maybe this movie
That
will.
was a cool transition.
It was. Yeah. Maybe this movie will surprise me. You know? I'm really hoping so. Oh, Claire Danes is in this. Oh, I don't like her.
Oh, she was in Homeland.
Yeah, she's
I
in a lot of
love
stuff.
Homeland.
I remember she was in Romeo and Juliet, the Leonardo DiCaprio one. She does a really good, like, ugly cry. Like, she's one of those actors, like, when they cry on camera, there's just, like, snot and everything, like, saliva.
Ooh!
That looks really good. That looks great.
Look at those bad boys.
That looks really good. Oh.
I wonder if James Cameron watched this and was like, damn.
So I keep running. As fast as I can.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear.
Is the deer okay?
Did you get that one? Oh dear.
Did he hit the deer?
No, he went around it. Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be. She's got the hair of the early 2000s
This
too.
is supposed to be Beverly Hills.
I guess so.
I like this car.
What did she rip?
I don't know. There's something.
Oh.
Oh, I don't recognize this actress.
I don't either.
What? Ugh, it's kind of disappointing.
I like your gun.
So she didn't even use the growing her boobs to an advantage before just going straight for the gun.
Yeah, but the sexual undertones are so high already.
Hello?
Oh, Claire Danes.
It's your father. You don't need me to pass judgment on this. You've done the right thing.
Never mind Claire Danes. She was really good in Homeland.
Yeah.
This new computer virus is a tricky bastard. Sir, the Pentagon has proposed that we use our AI to scan the entire infrastructure.
We put everything from satellites to missile silos under the control of a single computer system.
The most intelligent system ever conceived.
I'm not sure Skynet's ready.
A lot of tumbleweeds.
Oh yeah. Still looks fit as ever.
Yeah. That's a beast. Oh, that's cool. It's not real dogs. I'm glad Arnold's in this, though.
I wonder if this is before or after he went vegan.
Supposed to go around to the back.
Oh, that's why I didn't react at all. Inappropriate.
You're close.
Talk to the hand.
Now.
Arnold still got it.
Oh,
Starting out a little more jokey.
yeah, definitely. How many times have we seen that now?
Welcome to Jim's Burgers. Can I take your order?
Jose Barrera?
Ooh!
All right.
I'm guessing these guys were important in the war.
Elizabeth and William Anderson?
Oh!
I suppose you're the one who ripped us off last week.
Put the phone down.
Oh, geez.
That escalated quickly.
Very.
This is the stuff we use to chemically neuter dogs.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, good for you, Claire Danes. It's not real dogs, Boston.
I think he's got pneumonia. He just started coughing and wouldn't stop.
Oh, if this isn't you.
Well, if my animal was sick, yeah, it is an emergency.
Well, she's very brave.
Oh no.
Catherine Brewster? No.
I don't know about her.
know she's like analyzing the DNA, but it's still pretty gross.
Run, Claire.
No.
Oh.
Where did he go?
Oh, nice.
Catherine Brewster.
What are you doing? Let me down.
You said that you'd let me go.
I lied.
Please, please, please.
She's like a mixture of the two. A half liquid metal.
John Connor.
Not a hair out of place.
Nope.
Get out of here! Now!
Ooh. AT&T. That's cool. Wide load.
Get off!
Stop the car!
Oh. That guy's gonna be covered for life.
Who's back down?
Shut up! I'm being kidnapped!
Well,
Not this guy. Woo! Hit maneuver.
Oh, I feel for her.
Oh, nice. Woo! I feel like this is like produced by Michael Bay. Alright. Jeez.
The destruction.
Yeah, for real. Look at that. Pretty good.
So many insurance claims are going to need to be filed. I feel like her little arm weapon.
Thing. Whoa! Ooh, a lot of that looks practical. Maybe not.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Good Lord.
That's all real. Ooh. Oh.
I'll drive.
Yeah, he doesn't really talk much. I think like in the first Terminator, he only had like a couple
Right.
of lines. Jeez. You hear that tiger sound effect. Wow.
What?
He caught on to the back. Nice.
Move over.
I don't understand. So he doesn't like recognize him?
He should. I think that's why he was asking, like, are you here to kill me, or are you a good one or a bad one?
No sign of brain trauma.
do you even remember me?
Yeah.
Blowing up Cyberdyne?
That was a different T-101.
Get off at the next exit, let her out.
Negative. Catherine Brewster must be protected. The TX was sent back through time to eliminate your lieutenants.
But we stopped Judgment Day.
You only postponed it. Judgment Day is inevitable. I'm powered by 2 hydrogen fuel cells. My primary cell was damaged by a plasma attack.
Alrighty.
You'll find a way to destroy her.
Unlikely. I'm an obsolete design. My presence in this timeline has been anticipated. TX is designed to terminate other cybernetic organisms. Relax.
that?
Talk to the hand.
Ugh.
All right. Definitely a different tone.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell her who I am.
John Connor is leader of the worldwide resistance and last best hope of humankind.
Uh-oh.
That was kind of goofy looking.
Well, she doesn't have a fiance anymore.
Oh, it looks like she's single.
A few hours ago, there was an incident at the veterinary hospital where she works. We got a report from a gas station attendant out toward Victorville.
Your mother?
Oh.
Why did you bring me here?
Oh. Jeez.
Sarah Connor was cremated in Mexico. They stored these weapons in accordance.
No, you were about the closest thing to a father I ever had.
Out of my way!
The piano sting. Oh, ding.
Don't do that.
We have buildings surrounded. Release your...
Police are always getting in the way.
Oh.
I'm wasting my time.
Machine.
Better. Anger is more useful than despair.
Oh, that's a good line.
What?
Where is she?
Green Lawn Cemetery up off the 5 freeway. To this.
Oh! How long is his arm?
Looked pretty good though.
Yeah. Oh, relax, Claire.
My name is Dr. Silberman. I'm a post-trauma counselor for the sheriff.
Oh dear.
I know what it's like to be in a hostage situation.
Oh, yeah.
I've been there myself. Take years to get over it.
You all right, Doc? Wait, I recognize that guy.
I recognize that guy too.
He was the Potter in Daredevil.
Oh yeah. He's been in some other stuff though too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, where are you going? The governor of California. Jeez, try not to kill any people. Good thing that thing was bulletproof.
Fire Captain Brewster. She's your wife.
Pulling a Back to the Future too. Get children, Marty. Well, I guess with her fiance dead, she's got some openings.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this guy? He looks like a child and a man at the same time. Oh. Oh.
Nice.
You want to live? Come on.
Your fiancé is dead.
He's handling that pretty well. All things considered. Move your hearse! Ooh.
Oh gosh. Nice.
You got a coffin full of weapons. There's gonna be something in there. Nice. Always wanted a convertible.
Can you imagine seeing this?
Looks like this movie had a lot of sponsors.
Xenadrin, I think that was the weight loss drug.
Oh, Xenadrin, yeah. I was reading Excedrin.
Oh no.
Alright, here we go. Want to talk about it? Need a shoulder to cry on?
Hey, come on.
She killed Scott because of me.
Well, yeah, well, probably more of me, but yeah.
Well, she obviously forgives him.
Help. But sometimes things happen.
Nice little platitude. That ought to get you through this.
Your confusion is not rational. She's a healthy female of breeding age.
He's gonna kill my father, too?
There's a high probability.
Who is he? What does he do?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
He's in the Air Force.
Skynet is one of the digital defense systems developed under Brewster's supervision.
God. Your father is the one who can shut Skynet down. He's the only one who ever could.
Well, that's convenient. The girl he was kissing when he was a kid, father happened to be the one.
I am giving you an order.
I'm not programmed to follow your orders. The first launch sequences will be initiated at 6:18 p.m.
Today?
Affirmative.
It's today, 3 hours from now.
2 hours and 53 minutes.
Just we go run and hide somewhere in a hole while the bombs fall?
It is your destiny. You cannot self-terminate.
No, you can't. I'm not some goddamn robot.
Cybernetic organism.
Whatever.
Can reach CIS in approximately 1 hour, depending on traffic conditions.
I like how he can see like the little bit of metal, like on his wounds.
On the road again.
Why are you on our side?
The resistance captured me. Was originally designed for assassination missions. Programmed to follow your commands. It was Catherine Brewster who had me reactivated.
Oh, nice.
Time displacement field. You're John Connor's spouse and second in command.
No,
What?
All right.
you're a mess. Why didn't he send you back?
He was dead.
Oh.
I was selected for the emotional attachment he felt towards my model number.
Oh.
I killed you.
Oh, that's cool.
We thought it was a communications error, but now it looks like the virus.
Early warning in Alaska's down. Completely open to attack. Theoretically, we could be under attack already.
You know, like it has a mind of its own.
This can't be happening.
On the road again.
You know, Mike Kripke's basement.
Here we go.
That was the first time I ever kissed a guy.
Your levity is good.
Fiance's been dead less than 3
I
hours.
know.
If we uplink now, Skynet will be in control of your military.
You get all the funding you ever need.
Nice.
Skynet defense system
We're in.
now activated.
Take less than a minute to find the virus and
Refer
fill it.
all access inquiries to
Activated Skynet. Oh.
Hey, what are you doing?
How'd she get in? Oh, of course.
Nice.
Oh! Oh, Mr. Brewster.
Oh,
Called the Palpatine.
She'll be back. Skynet has become self-aware.
Ooh. Oh.
Gosh.
Why are they killing everyone?
Destroy any possible threat to Skynet.
Take care of my daughter.
Oh, I'll take care of her, sir.
Holden Thomas Hardman.
Don't worry, sir. She'll be calling me daddy soon. Oh, but no time. Skynet.
He's dying.
Well, she got over her fiance pretty quick.
Yeah, she forgot all about him.
We have to go.
Oh, there's that Claire Danes crying face.
With me.
Run!
Uh-oh. Talk about having a hard head.
Her hair doesn't get messed up. Nothing.
Nope.
Oh.
Take a leak. Oh. He doesn't react at all. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Oh, she's gonna take control of him.
I mean, that makes sense.
That's cool.
That's it. We can follow it out to the runway. You remind me of my mother.
It's a little bit Freudian.
What are you doing?
You made it.
Get away from me! Now!
Let go, John!
I have no choice. The DX corrupted my system.
Oh,
Wait.
that's a concussion.
You don't have to do this. You don't want to do this.
Whoa. Let's go run away or something, dude. Come on.
What is your mission?
Ensure the survival of John Connor and Catherine Brewster.
You are about to fail that mission. You know my destiny. I have to live. Do it. He shut himself down.
She sustained a pretty serious head injury, it looked like. Okay, let's go fly this plane.
What if we can't stop it?
There's enough C4 here to take out 10 supercomputers.
The door was just open.
There's no way we can blow through this thing.
John, look.
Type in Dakota 775.
Oh. Jeez. Chick doesn't quit.
Put it in.
I'll be saying that to her later. All right, let's watch. No time. Cool, cool looking.
I'm back.
They just can't help
Yeah, they're gonna be running with that for a while.
Thank you.
We'll meet again.
Go.
Pulling her by the ass.
You are terminated.
Oof.
The elevator. These computers are 30 years old. This isn't Skynet. There's nothing here. It's a fallout shelter for VIPs. There's nothing here!
So he sent them there just to like save them from the
blast, I guess.
Yeah, not actually stop it.
Unless there's something there we don't know.
Somebody please come in. Is anybody out there? What the hell is happening? Who's in charge there?
I am.
He hasn't been dead more than 3 hours.
I know.
It's literally not even been a day.
It spread into millions of computer servers across the planet. Ordinary computers in office buildings. There was no system core. The day the human race was nearly destroyed by the weapons they built to protect themselves. Our destiny was never to stop Judgment Day. The Terminator knew. Maybe the future has been written. I don't know. The battle has just begun.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, just finished watching Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. I have some thoughts on this one for sure, but I'd love to know what you thought about it first.
I actually didn't think it was as bad as the preview made it look. Arnold, it was kind of a flashback to the first one where he just didn't do that much talking. Towards the end, he did a little more, but in general, it was just kind of like his presence was heavily focused on, which I really appreciate. Nick Stahl playing John Connor, I think that he did okay, honestly. We had Edward Furlong in the second one. You know, he was great, he was fantastic, but I think that Nick Stahl did a pretty good job. I liked him as John Connor. Claire Danes, she was okay. I don't think she was bad. I don't think she was terrific. I do love the concept trying to rewrite the future or their destiny. I think that's fascinating, and that's something that they've kind of touched on in every Terminator movie. So I'm glad that they kind of kept to that type of recipe as far as like the Terminator movies. And they didn't make it overly complicated. The female Terminator, you know, I don't know how to feel about her. There was just some scenes that like didn't hit. There were other scenes where I thought actually she was really intimidating as a cyborg. So I guess I feel neutral about her. Nowhere close to my guy, Robert Patrick. Yeah. Like, cannot touch him. He was just a commanding force, and I don't think there's ever gonna be somebody that lives up to that. So I guess it's a situation where I felt like they did the best that they could. I understand that they're trying to go a different route as far as her being a female. To me, I don't really care if it's a female or a male, but I just don't know if like she brought that like overwhelming intimidation that I got from Robert Patrick. And there were some things in the movie, like just certain scenes, like her body like turning around with the fiance, which was just kind of bizarre and didn't really work. I don't know about her, but I loved seeing Arnold back. He is always fantastic. I do feel like this movie, there were moments where it was a little more like jokey almost, or pushing the limits as far as like being like an action sci-fi film and kind of having just like the ladies' night was just kind of weird, and with the glasses. I don't know how I felt with that. I think they should have just kind of stuck to the tone of the first and the second one because that worked so well. But I will say that the CGI did not look that bad in this one. There were a couple rough scenes, but I think overall they did pretty good, especially the action scenes. Overall though, I think it was entertaining. It was fun to watch. Obviously nowhere compared to the first and the second one. I think it really matches up with what Holden described earlier as far as like a cash grab. And then they kind of added in Catherine and the fact that they in the future get hitched and have children that become part of the resistance. I did really like that. That was a lot of fun. Overall, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it really does not even touch the first and the second one.
I agree. I have some pretty similar thoughts. I do not think that this one is nearly as good as 1 or 2. I do agree that it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be though also. As a matter of fact, I think some of the practical scenes that they did, specifically that whole car chase scene with the giant truck with the crane destroying the streets and all the cars, I thought all that looked great. There were a few parts that were CGI in that, but it looked like most of it was practical. And I thought all the practical stuff looked really, really good. A lot of the action sequences were really well done to the movie's credit. I do agree that the tone, it's like they couldn't decide if they wanted to make it more silly or if they wanted to try to make it more serious, because they had some serious moments, but also some not so serious. The female Terminator, Terminatrix, I kind of agree with you. She was fine. I don't know if this was the best role for her. I like the idea of having a female Terminator, but she just was not intimidating. It seemed as though she was like really trying to act intimidating, like when she would do those things, but she just wasn't. And that's not a, I feel bad for saying that because I know that she probably put a lot of work into that, but I don't know if that was the role for her. And that's really how I feel about all the characters of this movie. I feel like my biggest problem with this movie were just their performances across the board. I know you said that you didn't mind Nick Stahl, who played John Connor. I already didn't really like Claire Danes, and in this one, kind of like you said, she was fine. The dad of Catherine Brewster was fine. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, thank God he was there, but my my biggest critique of this movie was just kind of the performances and the casting. It was fine, you know, John Connor was fine. He didn't really have a whole lot of, you know, impactful moments for me. And I know in this one, he's still kind of figuring out who, you know, how to become the leader of the resistance. I do agree with you that the whole car ride there, some of like the revelations that the Terminator was giving them were pretty interesting. Them having like the kids later, and that Terminator unit was the one that killed John Connor, and that Catherine Brewster reprogrammed that same Terminator to go back and protect John. I like that. I don't like the idea of the Judgment Day, and this is time travel stuff, so a lot of people have different opinions on this. My opinion of it is I don't like that if they stop Judgment Day in T2, that Judgment Day is this sort of time-locked moment in history that will inevitably happen. Even if it's not on that day, it'll happen you know, down the line. It just won't ever be stopped. And I think that that's a cop-out so that they can keep making these movies, but that's just my opinion. CGI, a couple of the moments that seemed like they were relying a little too heavily on the part where like her legs like wrap around and she did this like head spin. It didn't look very good. But some of it did. That explosion at the very beginning looked really, really good, I thought. I feel like they were just relying on it when they really should have done practical. But when they did the practical stuff, it all looked really, really good. My overall view of it is that it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still not nearly as good as 1 and 2. What would you rate this one?
My biggest nitpick with this movie is the cyborg. You know, and I think that that's such a large part of the Terminator storyline, movie. You know, the second one with Robert Patrick, like he was such a big part of why I loved that movie. I agree with Holden, like she just was not intimidating at all. Like, I don't know what it is, and you know, I hate to go down this road, but it very well could have just been like her appearance. You know, the fact that they had her in like, what I think a 17-year-old girl would try and wear to high school. I don't know. I think I would have felt differently if they had presented her differently in the beginning. Like the fact that she looked at a Victoria's Secret advertisement and then like enlarged her boobs, that bothers me. Versus if they would have brought her in an all black outfit, rogue, like that would have been a little more intimidating for me. I guess they should have gone more of the military. I would have appreciated that more versus like Fifth Avenue. I think that's my biggest complaint, but aside from that, I didn't mind. I think I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
I agree about having the female Terminator. I feel like if I'm Skynet, what would the benefit be of having a female Terminator? And I feel like you would utilize her being a woman to either manipulate or infiltrate places that maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator couldn't. And that moment at the beginning where she looks at the Victoria's Secret and enlarges her breasts and the police come over, I thought, okay, so she's gonna flirt with him, have the police drop his guard, and then she's gonna kill him. I was like, well, that would be the benefit of having the female Terminator there. But she enlarges her breast and then they don't do anything with it. She just kills him off screen. That was the only thing that I could think of why Skynet would even do that. But her being a female Terminator doesn't play any part at all. Which I guess could be a good or bad thing depending on where your stance is. But that's what I thought they were gonna do more with her. Or have her like flirt with John Connor at some point, get him into a space of trusting her, like falling in love with the Terminator, only for the Terminator to then try and kill him later. That's where I thought why they would have a female Terminator. They ended up making her essentially the T-1000, but not nearly as intimidating as Robert Patrick, as you pointed out. But I'd love to know your thoughts on that. But for me, I think I would rate this one probably a 6, I would say. I know you have one other thing you wanted to say.
I figured out what I was looking for. So with Sarah Connor, the way that they presented her was all business. None of that came through with this like supposed to be this super capable cyborg. For me, it was like a missed opportunity, I guess. And so that for me was the biggest pitfall of this movie.
And there's only so many times that we can do the formula of Terminator, where you have one coming back now to just to kill John Connor or some variation of his lieutenants or whatever, and one to protect. It's a lot of this is carbon copy of T2. Anyway, we'd love to know some of your thoughts. So leave us a comment down below if you thought the female Terminator worked for you, if you thought they utilized her the best, or if there were some missed opportunities they had. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It does help the channel out quite a bit. Subscribe. That way you'll be notified when we post the next Terminator movie, which I think is Terminator Salvation. And I actually am looking forward to watching that one. Patreon, you can watch these videos before anyone else. You can also watch the full-length reaction to all the Terminator movies as we do them, so you can watch the full movie with us. We'd love to have you vicariously join us for that. But for now, that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.